Good morning, everyone. Rebecca Vigas, the writer whisperer, here from a very dreary, cold, as in 42 degrees, morning here in South Central Kentucky. Forgive my voice. I've not done any talking this morning. I live alone, no one to talk to. Usually I do some vocal warm-ups before I start, but I was running a tad behind this morning and I wanted to get on and be with you so that we creating them, making them real and not flat, giving them a three-dimensional look, not a two. They're not cardboard cutouts, guys. Your characters have to be believable. If your characters aren't believable, we're in trouble because they make your story. The story is not about the distant hills or the tropical island or the New York City or LA or Hawaii or some exotic place, the Maldives, Fiji. That's not what your story's about. Maybe where it takes place, but that's not what it's about. It's about your characters and how they interact with each other, how they move their way through the story, how they get to what it is they're after. It's what makes them real. It's what makes you cheer for the hero. It's what makes you want to just strangle the villain. I'm sorry. Johnny came to school late today. Nothing new in that. Sat at his desk and put his head down and fell asleep. Why am I even surprised? Do you care about Johnny at all? So he's a kid who comes to school late and puts his head on the desk and goes to sleep. Really? Why do I care about Johnny? Or his apathetic teacher? I'd rather hear that Johnny is blue eyed with curly blonde hair and he bounces into the room and just lights the place up, and you never know what he's going to do next. Regularly, Johnny, who's probably maybe 4 feet tall and a little on the chubby side. Occasionally, Johnny comes in late, all bubbly and excited and ready to start the day when we're halfway through the first lesson. And everybody has to take time to say hi to Johnny. And we have to get him caught up to where we're at so he knows what he's doing. But Johnny's typical of a second grader. He's bright. He reads well. He's got a good grasp of math. And you can read his handwriting. He makes all his letters correctly, concisely. Yep, that's Johnny. He's a number one student, and he is popular with the kids. They love him. But I've been warned about Johnny. Johnny come lately is what they call him. But it's become later and later every day. And I need to touch base with his family. So when the kids are in music, I'm going to make a phone call. And I make the phone call. And what do I learn? Johnny's dad's dying. And mom's got 6 kids. And trying to get them all out the door at the right time and onto the right school bus is becoming a bit much for her. And Johnny's her baby. Do I look at Johnny a little differently now? Oh, yeah. It's not his fault he's late. He's ready to come to school. But between giving dad medicine, getting breakfast, getting kids where they need to go, Johnny sometimes gets lost in the shuffle until he speaks up and says, "Hey, Mom, can you take me to school? I missed the bus." At which point, she's got to call someone to come in and be with dad so that she can take Johnny to school. So now I'm looking at Johnny totally different than I looked at Johnny from the kid who always comes in late, sits down, puts his head on the table and goes to sleep. I'm also not apathetic anymore. I'm actually taking a vested interest in Johnny. That's what you want with your characters. You want somebody to take a vested interest in your characters and to like them. And if you get a good character, hold on to him. Write him in a series. Make him go places or do things. Could be a she, doesn't matter. Superheroes come in all sizes and shapes. Just look at Clark Kent. Mild mannered newspaper reporter turns into Superman. You don't have to have your character be a superhero. You do have to have your character believable, which means they have flaws, good or bad habits, or both. There might be something even redeemable about your villain. Okay. I'm going to get out scissors and start hacking here in a minute. It's important to know who your characters are. The writing prompt for today comes from Bonnie Neubauer, The Right Brain. Ooh, that's different. It says, what a character. So pick an age between 2 and 88. And an eye color. And a hair color. Name a city, town, or village. Pick a type of residence or home. Your first name is going to start with G, the letter G. Your second name, last name, is going to start with the letter S. What prominent physical feature do you have? Something everybody will notice when they first see you. What quirk or mannerism do you have? Okay, here it comes. You are now officially this character you've chosen. Start with, I remember when the power went off. With Bonnie, there is always a next step. So take the next step. Don't worry if you feel you're having a creativity power outage. It happens. This is a vital part of the creative cycle and is called the receptive phase. When you are in this phase, it's important to relax. So take a deep breath and relax. And let ideas and inspirations flow through you. Ooh, this is similar to yesterday, where Julia Cameron suggested we take a walk and just open our mind to the ideas floating around there. Maybe we're onto something. One idea will spark the next part of your cycle, called the active phase. Learn to enjoy both parts of the cycle. Go out and receive. Take that walk again. Remember what happens when the power goes out? We're humans. Our most powerful asset, the most vital computer in the world, is your brain. We are creative humans. We write, we draw, we paint, we sculpt, we play music. As a result, our creativity drains. We expend it in the energy we use to create. Guys, if you don't recharge, you stop what you're doing. No matter how much you love it, you stop doing it. So, take a deep breath. Just let the ideas flow. Go for a 20-minute walk. Just let your brain wander. Let it look around and see what it sees. Another activity for this, go sit in a mall and mall watch. Watch the people. Think up backgrounds and names and occupations. Watch how they act and react to others. What if they're alone? It's a marvelous thing to do. Go to a local coffee shop with your pad and paper. Hear snippets of conversation. Watch people come and go for maybe 20, 30 minutes while you enjoy your cup of coffee and maybe a donut or a roll or something. What have you heard? What have you seen? How did people react? What was going on? Jot it down. This is feeding your inner creativity. Julia Cameron writes about an artist date. Make a date with yourself and go to the local museum. Make a date with yourself and go to the park. Go hike in the woods. Go swim. Do something. Go bowling with your best friend or your partner or your wife or your girlfriend. Take in a movie. Do something. Do something that feeds your mind. Yeah, you can read a book. Books are always good, but it's better to actively do something once in a while. Get your creative juices flowing. Make a collage of where you want to be in 5 years or 10 years or next week or of a vacation you want to take. Do something. Get creative. You can find me at Facebook under Aspiring Writers. It's a group I have there of writers, aspiring writers, people who want to talk writing. It's free, guys. It's open to the public. You can go there. You can also find me at Rebecca Vigas. Can't spell my name today. The Writer Whisperer. You can find me on my website. I have one of those. www.rebeccavigas.com. You can email me if you have a question. It's my name, Rebecca Vigas, at gmail.com. You can leave a message for me after the video, during the video. It doesn't matter. I will answer it. Y'all have a wonderful day. Happy writing.